Hey, and good evening, everyone. We are going live in few seconds now. Welcome to School of Executive Education. Okay, few more seconds. But before that, let me introduce you to School of Executive Education, wherein we are planning to have free sessions on uh, certain things which need to be learned, starting with the AI for media. This is something that is relevant for the day, and media has started using artificial intelligence in a bigger manner. So we thought of introducing this particular segment uh, to you, and hopefully, all of you will have a kind of understanding about what is artificial intelligence is and how it is going to be part of our lives for long, and how we need to be with artificial intelligence in the coming years. What we generally plan is that we really are supposed to conduct expert workshops on AI supported filmmaking in the coming days. AI supported filmmaking is a transforming thing which is coming up these days. Many of you are aware of many tools that can be used to uh, do filmmaking. The creative and technical aspects of filmmaking by enhancing efficiency, creativity, uh, and accessibility is what we are offering. Artificial intelligence tools are now used at every stage of production, from scripting and storyboarding to editing and post-production. So this is something which is in the pipeline, and we will be using it in a way that really works good for you. So let me come to this segment where we are going to introduce you to has asked you to so this is like introduction to AI in India. We have segmented it into multiple chapters. To start with, we are going to introduce you to these chapters. So the question is, the primary question is, what is AI and why it matters? Understand the technical shifts, redefining how we create, distribute, and consume content in the 21st century is something very important, and we look at it in very careful manner. So here we are introducing you to the four pillars of media AI. Uh, the first one is machine learning, and all of you know about this. Many times people are discussing it in a very, very scientific and practical manner. So what is it? It's all about algorithms that learn from data to make predictions. In media, this power, you might also like feeds, is very important. And that's the machine learning part of it. And the other one is NLP, natural language processing, used for automated transcriptions, sentiments analysis, and translations. So it's basically natural learning, say language processing, that is a part of the solution in these segments. And there is this segment which is called computer vision TV, allowing computers to see, used for auto tagging, video archiving, and facial recognition of new photos, which are in media. It's very useful in that. So to create a sense of understanding of what we really want to do with these things. And computer vision allows computers to see. That's something very important. Okay. Now we will get into this generative AI segment. The new frontier, creating images, text, videos from scratch based on prompts. Gemini has just now introduced, a couple of days before, it has introduced music also into this segment, so that you also include audio into your generative AI segment. I mean, it's very popular in that sense. Like you can have audio be created in 50 seconds, and that is going to be of use if you prompt it well and put things in that manner. Now let's go in detail about why media is an early adopter in this segment. Why do they need to do it in a fast manner? Media companies deal with massive amounts of unstructured data, that is text, video, audio. So what AI can do here is to help them to summarize it. It can also help them to rewrite things and then give an analysis on that. The use of that big data is also going to be an important part in this segment. So that's one reason why the early adoption is happening in this artificial intelligence segment of media. Primarily is the speed. When you automate many things, automate alerts for breaking news before a human can type it. That's something which is like right now what we are doing is that we just use stickers to break the news, wherein a human being has to sit down on a computer and type it in a faster mode and then creates it. But if you are using this artificial intelligence model to do that, it's going to be easier for you to function it. Where you can also like prompt it and then ask the AI model to give multiple options on YouTube. So this is going to speed up your work at any cost. It is going to be addressed in a way that the quality is being checked by human beings. The interface is human being, but the work is being done by the machine, the artificial intelligence. And the other segment is going to be scale, personalizing a landing page for 200 million different users simultaneously by using AI. Because people have their own likings and they want to see their pages in the way that they like. it, and they will use it in a way that are useful for them, not for others. So it's not going to be a common page which is being appearing everywhere, and everyone is going to see that. It is going to be different pages in different places, and even people can say personalize to their liking. So this is going to be very useful. The scaling is going to be very useful. And then what is the next thing? It is the creativity part of it. People used to say that the machine language or the artificial intelligence segment doesn't have creativity into it. I think it can be lowering the barrier for high-end visual effects and animations, which is possible if you can give the right kind of prompts. It's going to help you out in developing such things in better manner. So this is something which is going to be the part of it. The activity case breakdowns which we are planning is that Reuters and Bloomberg, how they are going to use it. That's something which we are looking at into in a very focused manner. Netflix and TikTok algorithmic curation, and it uses AI to decide which thumbnail image you are most likely to click on. All these things are done by seconds. And BBC is also in foray of using the artificial intelligence. They're using AI to optimize and tag millions of hours of historic footages and making the fast and time to search it. So the history is there, and then if somebody wants to look into it, they can do it in a very faster manner. So if you want to check your knowledge, or this is your questions to put up here, so you can check that. You just have to come to this website. It's very simple. That's like www.onlinec.in, and then come to the online courses, and you get this course for free. There is this video which we generally like created using Python, and
diving into the latest take on AI in media, what's really striking is how AI is not just assisting, but actually rewriting the entire playbook, kind of like shifting from backstage to center stage, right?
Absolutely. It's fascinating to see how AI crosses from being a tool into a creative partner, especially in the newsroom and creative production.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like the traditional workflows are being compressed. What once took weeks now takes a matter of hours. Whether it's script writing, video editing, or even generating layouts, the speed is unprecedented.
That makes sense. And it's not just about speed, right? There's an element of scale too, like personalized, hyper-tailored content for each audience using algorithmic precision.
Right, exactly. And this personalized content is a game changer. Platforms are using AI-driven algorithms to rank, recommend, and essentially distribute content in a way that's almost magical.
Yeah, that data-driven touch is huge. But I do wonder, some critics might say that this hyper-personalization risks fragmenting our shared media culture. How do you see that playing out?
Well, that's a really good point. The phenomenon creates these niche universes where audiences consume content that is tailor-made. While that's efficient, it also means that the once unified cultural narratives might start to dissipate. It's a double-edged sword, really.
That tension is palpable. It's like we're gaining efficiency, but maybe losing that common ground in our stories. Now, how do you think traditional creativity fits in all this?
Oh, and that's the beauty of it. AI isn't here to replace human nuance. It's more like a partner, Sure, AI can generate drafts and even design storyboards, but the real magic comes from human subtext, irony, and emotional risk that machines just can't capture.
Yeah, absolutely right. The unpredictability of human creativity versus the calculated outputs of AI. And what about distribution? The article makes a compelling point about AI acting as a distribution architect.
Yes, indeed. AI now governs discovery and content ranking. It's not just about publishing. It's about understanding viewer behavior to deliver content at just the right moment. Seriously, it's revolutionizing digital publishing.
That reminds me of how the old broadcast model is being replaced by these algorithmic recommendations, which essentially sculpt our media diets on an individual basis.
Indeed. And then there's the ethical dimension, which sort of underpins everything. Deepfakes, authorship debates, copyright issues. It's a whole new frontier of responsibility for media creators and lawmakers alike.
True, the ethical challenges are not theoretical. They're very real. It forces everyone in the industry to rethink accountability, authenticity, and labor
Right.
rights.
Plus, think about media as a collective memory. AI is not just generating content, but even restoring and reviving the past. However, it also carries the risk of overwriting our historical narratives.
That hit me hard. Exactly, there's an inherent responsibility there, lest we lose the integrity of our shared cultural history. But then, the rise of AI native creators shows that innovation still thrives, right?
Oh, absolutely. AI-native creators are redefining storytelling by blending interactive narratives with traditional media forms. Imagine audiences who can actually shape the story as they experience it. That's a radical shift.
It's really amazing. And speaking of shifts, what do you think of the idea of autonomous content pipelines? It seems like a natural extension of this revolution.
Yes, it's like having a self-driving production line for creative content. From ideation to final edit, AI is streamlining processes so much that it opens the floor for countless new business models and revenue streams.
Right, exactly. In a nutshell, while there are potential pitfalls, like a fragmented cultural experience and ethical quandaries, the promise of AI in media is to empower creativity and efficiency in a balanced, collaborative way.
Absolutely. We're entering an era where the future of media is about AI plus human, not just one versus the other. And that collaboration might well redefine the social contract of storytelling as we know it.
Okay, so we are getting into the other segment of generative AI, the engine of new content, moving from AI that analyzes to AI that creates master the fundamentals of LLM, multimodal generations, and the art of content. This is something which is going to be part of the chapter 2, which will explain things every day. So here we are going to explain or in a way define generative AI. Unlike traditional AI that classifies data, for example, is the spam, generative AI uses patterns going from training data to create new original output that resembles the training set but aren't exact copies. Uh, Here again, you are getting into text, which is going to be article script and so it's going to be a copy, and then copy for that. Visuals are going to be photos, illustration, and video. And when you are getting into audio, it is going to be the music, voiceovers, and follies, which are going to be part of how is LLMs going to work? Very specifically understood. What is that? The probability engine is large language LLMs, which are essentially super advanced, auto-complete. They don't think that they give the next most likely token, word or sentence based on the context of the because it is trained to do that, trained on millions of words, uses transformers to weigh word relationships, context windows determine how much it has, how much it remembers in that sense. Like, um, say, it's like when you look at the prompts, when you are typing it, like the future of media, it's going to be uh, personalized in 42%, automated in 51%, and digital in 30, say 15%. Something which is the percentages, segments of the LLM works. There are a lot many complaints about AI's hallucination because LLMs are probability engines. They prioritize fluency over functionality. If they don't know an answer, they often generate a traceable sounding but entirely false one. This is very dangerous because in news segment we cannot say go with the hallucinations of the artificial intelligence because in certain cases, like there are examples of people doing stories on say medical uh, theories and medical instances for that. And if there is a hallucinated quote from a respective doctor saying that this particular thing is because of this is happening, and he quote, I mean, the AI is quoting him, and he gets in trouble. And even the publisher is going to be in trouble because the person who is being quoted will say that I never have said this. But I mean, like, given you the output for a prompt which you have, so we have to be very, very careful about that. It says that there is this knowledge cutoff which is happening to the model. The models only know what they were trained on up to a specific date. That's the reason the earlier dates when you ask the AI models to give you some solutions and answers for that. It used to say that, see, I'm sorry, I have been trained till 2019 only, and I don't know what is this because it's a recent occurrence, and I'm not really sure about it. And almost all AI models in the first instance, so the first line itself, it is prompting you saying that, see, so even when you use Copilot for that, Microsoft Copilot, on the top of it, it always says that, see, Copilot is an artificial intelligence model. It can make mistakes. And very specifically, it is giving you a warning that don't believe it in 100%. It can also make mistakes. We generally used to say that it's human and human can make mistakes. Now it is artificial intelligence, and artificial intelligence can also make mistakes. So this hallucination problem has to be sorted out in a very, very focused manner, as when you are using it for media, you just have to fact check everything that is coming out from the artificial intelligence pipeline. So reasoning gaps are there, and they can fail at basic maths or logic despite perfect grammar. Well, if you really want to make your work better by language, by grammar, obviously you can take 100% help of these tools, the artificial intelligence tools. But if you are looking at the facts, if you are looking at something that is genuine, something that really of matter, uh, it may create some problems. That's like certain times it can put you in trouble by the hallucinations which they have. To be very careful when you are using artificial intelligence for so we are giving you some activities which you can work on. We'll move to the another segment which is called building the AI powered newsroom. Chapter 3, I think it will be we will in practical we will many things. From script to screen, explore the stack of tools allowing media professionals to create faster scale production and reach global audience. Uh, when you are taking help of artificial intelligence, your speed is going to be multiplied, and the only thing is that you include the fact checking in between, and then speed up your work in a very professional manner. Um, we're just explaining certain modern content stacks. It's text and copy. See, Gemini, you can depend on ChatGPT. Also, you can depend on Jasper. Is also, it works more into the marketing and SEO copy. Grammarly is going to help you out in style and politics. All these three are free for certain levels, and after that it is asking for subscriptions, which is okay with people, because if you have a good project to complete with the support of these tools, it's not going to be a problem for you to spend some money on this. Okay, another segment which is like audio and podcast, wherein you can use Whisper, SOTA transcriptions, and you can also use Descript. Text-based audio editing is possible here. You can use Adobe Podcast audio. Enhancements can be done in this. Just, we're just touching upon certain samples of the tools. There are these tools which you can work on depending on how you really want to have your content to be produced. So it is depending on how effective you want to use these things, and how well you are trained in these segments. So, these are certain tools randomly being picked up. Now coming to the video and visuals, you have Runway ML, which will give you Gen 3 video generation. Midjourney is also very good for art and storyboarding. Synthesia is also very good for AI avatar presentations and on. You also have in Adobe Firefly, which also like many of media people are now using. So it is going to be very helpful to get close to these things. So here we are coming to the multilingual population, where in India it is very, very popular in that sense. Translations is no longer just about text. Modern tools like Caption Hub and HiGen allows media houses to dub and caption content in 50 plus languages, which maintaining the original speaker's voice and it is something very useful in a matter of speed. A country like India we have multiple languages where if one content on video is being produced, and if you want to use it for multiple languages, so what you need to do is that you use the translator for the video, and the serious part of it is the lip sync possibility, because many languages in India doesn't have a similar kind of lip sync. Where if you are talking in Hindi, and if you are talking Malayalam or Tamil or Kannada for that matter, the lip syncing is going to be different. So if the lip syncing is being taken care by the translation tool, I think it is wonderful. Again, workflow spotlight is that if you have an English so review, AI transcriptions and translations, but you use this same simple videos. And also voice cloning and lip sync is also really very effective. We have certain assignments which we can look at the website, and then say the definition. Chapter 3, and when we come to chapter 4, it is augmented, the augmented journalism, like discover how newsgroups use robot journalism to handle data heavy reporting, while focusing human talent on high impact information storytelling. So you can deploy certain work with the AI. Which says that automated content streams are possible. Automated journalism, often called robot journalism, is the use of software to produce news stories from structured data. This is most common in sectors with high frequency data updates. Like in finance, if you want to update the PSC and NSE data, you can use algorithm set to this, and then how, and frequency can also be decided, and then use it to update your financial data, which is being taken from the cloud. Even in the sports segment, also scorecards and all, you can use AI tools to update your content and use it in a effective manner. And even with the elections, the election results can be put out using AI tools. Minute by minute reporting can be done when you automate the content streams. This has been experimented at many places, but here also certain kind of quality checking has to be there, and some human interference is also needed. You cannot just leave everything to the machine and then file it. The accountability is still with the editor, which like part of the total stage. So we need to be very careful about it. There are certain case studies which we can look into. Bloomberg side blogs, Associated Press also has by automating corporate earnings reports. AP has increased the output from 300 stories per quarter to give 3,000, covering thousands of companies that were previously. So they also, from 300 to 3,000 is like 100, like at least sometimes what BBC News Lab is also using AI for say structured breaking down news into reusable blocks of data that can be reassembled for different platforms and languages automatically. That gives them more likes and views for that kind of content. That's something that help you out. Fact checking and bias management is very important. AI is a double-edged sword. It can spread misinformation, but it also our best defense against it. if you are fact checking, if you're using AI, that is faster fact checking. But at certain points, which you in fact uh, segmenting you have verification tools like multi-factor AI, deepfake detection, and all. Bias awareness is also part of. There are some interactions where you can look into it. Now we are coming to the chapter 5, synthetic cinema and visual sets. The traditional production pipeline is being rewritten from digital actors to Unreal Engine. At this stage, discover how AI is democratizing high and low production. Because in the earlier days, you need to spend a lot of money on this, but now it has come down to settings. Pre-production automation. Before a single cinema roll is AI is already at work. Production managers are using tools to flash weeks off for planning. Smart scheduling is happening. So predictive budgeting is also happening. And all these things are going to help the ultimate cost saving. All these things. Virtual production and VFX service is also part of the production, which is reducing the cost of virtual production. When the passive LED one power of Unreal Engine. Now, when you are coming to the digital actors and synthetic media, the digital twin era is here. Disney and Netflix are using AI to de-age actors or reconstruct voices of those who have passed away. Voice cloning is also going to be helpful in filmmaking. Performance capture is also very important in that sense. Here you have this interaction, smart editor, you can just check that. Okay, now coming to the chapter 6, the hyper personalized experience is like move beyond one size fit all. Learn now how AI algorithms analyze millions of data points to deliver the right content in the right user to the perfect and also many of these mainstream media is now using content recommendation engines, learning platforms like Netflix and Spotify don't just host content, they curate it. AI models use collaboration and content based filtering to predict your next favorite show. It is going to be very useful. Deep user intelligence is also going to help people while using AI for that. Then comes that programmatic advertising and A/B testing, which is dynamic, creative, automated A/B testing, and lookalike modeling is going to be part of. They're also giving you assignments on how to work on it. So that's something which is also very important. And then you are coming to this growth, engagement, and revenue part. How it is like it's a question that you answer very, very specific manner. Okay, so the growth, engagement, and revenue is on discover how AI-driven automation and predictive analytics transform media marketing from a guessing game into a precision science. Trend prediction and social automation is also happening. It is like modern media brands use AI to listen to the digital hum By analyzing millions of social posts, AI can predict which topics will go viral up to 24 hours before they peak, and is also going to give you automation stacks for content automation, smart scheduling, influencer mapping, all these things. And apart from that, SEO optimization and revenue models are also being defined. Says semantic SEO, dynamic paywalls, yield management, all these things which makes sense to understand. When you go through all these things and then getting into this assignment, and now getting into chapter 8, guardrails for digital control. As AI capabilities accelerate, so too let's explore the legal landscape of copyright, the threat of deepfakes, and ethical framework required for responsible media. So the battle of intellectual property is also very important as a core legal conflict in AI media revolves around two pillars: training data right and output ownership. Can creators prevent their work from being used in large language models? Question asked these days. Who owns the script or image generated by AI? Currently, UK and US courts moving towards human ownership. This is like what we can do. Consent and visible identity is also important. Likeness rights, deepfake detection, new AI Act, all these things are also something about. Okay, so let's get into chapter 9, the augmented newsroom again. Media barriers are disappearing, they are evolving. Learn to navigate the shift from creator to curator and architect to hybrid media. New frontiers emerging on the job segment is that AI editorial strategist, synthetic media architect. Certain posts which are new to you, or I mean, like it's just emerging, and we are looking at the possibilities of having different layers of experience in this segment. Because maybe we need to look at, say, the 5 years experience to have pressure to work on this and then set up the navigation into real access to the AI generated content. The augmented versus autonomous shift is like, in a way you can say that augmented is the hybrid thing, and the AI only segment is autonomous shift. But humans remain essential. This is something which humans have in abundance, like empathy, judgment, originality, and leadership. I don't think any AI model can take away these things and independently handle it, at least for the time being. Maybe in the future it can do these things independently, but right now it is the human touch that really matters. Okay, now we have come to the final chapter, wherein build an AI augmented media pipeline. It says that your journey concludes here. Use the tool chain you have mastered to build a professional grade content pipeline. Demonstrate your ability to lead in a hybrid human machine media ecosystem. But we have I mean, like, this is a point where we always are looking at very carefully, that It's like AI augmented media pipeline, but not alone. It cannot survive without the human information media ecosystem development and better way. Without the support of human, the machine cannot function in a qualitative manner. This is the final word that we are putting out here, and hopefully these sessions are going to be of help for you, and any of you have any questions can reach back to us, and then we can answer the questions in a way that will help you improve your quality of work. AI is only going to help you speed up your work, improve the quality of work. But the work is yours. AI is not going to take the work and let you relax and play. So that's very important. Thank you for being here, and we'll catch up sometime. Good night.